the girl was shocked to discover that the new transfer student in her class looked exactly like her father, who had disappeared 10 years ago. At first, she thought it was just a coincidence and didn't pay much attention to it. Little did she know, the man was actually her biological father. 10 years ago, he had planned to have a second child with his wife, but unexpectedly, a lightning strike of 250 volts hit his head. When he opened his eyes again, he had somehow traveled 10 years into the future. Confused about why he would be sent forward in time, he initially couldn't understand why he would need to travel to the future with his perfect family, but the moment he heard his daughter's name, he was taken aback. Just then, a senior rejected the girl's confession, then pulled his hand away and turned to leave. The onlookers began to laugh at the girl, mocking her for daring to confess, claiming she was just the daughter of a maid. The man, however, was still focused on the girl's face, and upon seeing her familiar features, he was sure that this was his daughter. Without hesitation, he walked up to her and told her directly that he was her father. The girl, thinking it was a joke, slapped him across the face, then kicked him to the ground, coldly asking if he was looking for trouble. Seeing that his daughter didn't believe him, the man immediately recited details about her. He accurately pointed out the location of 2 moles on her body, and mentioned her childhood wish at 7, she wanted a little sister. Hearing these familiar details, the girl was stunned, realizing he might actually be her father. They decided to sit down at a nearby restaurant to talk. The man suggested that if she still didn't believe him, they could take a paternity test in order to verify the truth. The girl agreed immediately. Curious, the man then asked why everyone referred to her as the maid's daughter, and if their family had gone bankrupt, causing her mother to work as a maid. The girl replied calmly that their family hadn't gone bankrupt, and her mother was still the CEO of a publicly traded company, but she made it clear that until the paternity test results came out, she wouldn't say another word to him. After that, she turned to leave. The man felt helpless, but was determined to change his daughter's life. The next day, he transferred to her class. After school, the girl confronted him, accusing him of stalking her. The man countered, asking why she had been sleeping in the previous class, reminding her that she used to be smart and well-behaved. The girl dismissively responded that it had nothing to do with him. Just then, her phone rang. It was the result of the paternity test. She looked at the report confirming their biological connection, and felt a complex mix of emotions, but she immediately hugged the man, finally confirming their relationship. Seeing his daughter's awkwardness, the man quickly changed the subject, suggesting they go eat, as it was about time for a meal. At the cafeteria, he asked her about her family situation. The girl calmly explained that their family hadn't gone bankrupt, and the woman everyone mistook for her mother was just a maid who once attended a parent-teacher meeting. The man then asked about the senior. The girl mentioned he was the maid's son, and had helped her solve many problems, treating her very well. The man finally understood the senior's true situation, but then he asked her why she hadn't exposed the senior as a fake rich heir. The girl bluntly said it was because she liked him, and didn't want to reveal his true identity. Seeing his daughter so deeply in love, the man felt troubled. The senior clearly was using her to build his life, yet she was oblivious to it. Just then, the crowd stirred. The senior had arrived, accompanied by a girl.